Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's 5 a.m. bright and early here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I got a problem with Ted Cruz today, a big problem. Talking about the U.S. military being emasculated and pansies. I got a big problem with this. Let me fill you in a little bit. All right. I got a friend request about 5 years ago, 2016, from somebody I went to high school with. I knew a little bit about what had transpired in the last 30, 35 years. I knew he did a career in the Navy. I knew he was living in Virginia. I knew he put on a lot of weight by the pictures I saw when he sent me the friend request. Let me fill you guys in. On Facebook, I belong to a lot of recovery groups because I really believe that I have a duty to pay it forward to help other people. That's my purpose. I believe that's why I managed to stay clean and sober. And on top of that, I lost 92 pounds. I work out every day. That's why I'm up this early. And I want to tell people, if I could do this, you could do this too. So I post a lot of selfies before and after on Facebook. All right. So this guy sends me a friend request, and not even a day or two later, I see posts by him mocking me. Geez, this guy loves himself and all this other stuff. And I shake my head. It's like, if he obviously didn't know anything about me and he just sent a friend request. If he just looked at my profile, maybe we could have avoided all this. Maybe he just wouldn't like me and not send me a friend request. Like, he sent me the friend request. All right, so this is where I made a mistake, though. So I confronted him in the comment section. I should have gone to direct message, but I didn't. All right. So we're going back and forth, and I'm trying to explain to him, it's not because I love myself. It's because I feel a duty to try to help other people, encourage other people. And it gets to a point where I could see I'm not making any progress. And I remember the pictures of him. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, but I sent a message to him saying, I think you're just jealous, because he was obviously very overweight. And, I don't know if this was right or not, but this is where it gets really heated. He's saying, and everybody could see this going on. And again, this was my mistake. I should have gone to private messages, including my girlfriend, my new girlfriend at the time. I've told you guys in another video, there's probably 4 women in my life that I've truly loved, with all my heart, that I still love. And I would do anything for her to this day, regardless of what transpired between us, And she's watching these comments. And this guy sends back a comment saying, you think I'm jealous of you? So-and-so is nothing to be proud of. So he insults my girlfriend on Facebook in front of everybody. And it's not just because it was in front of everybody, but it hurt my heart, because I knew she saw this. And, I know a lot of women have self-confidence. A lot of people have self-confidence issues and stuff, body issues and whatnot. And it just stabbed my heart, knowing that she saw this. It's, all of a sudden this guy just jumps over and insults my girlfriend. I was angry. I back then, I still saw, I still fight with keeping control of my emotions when I get angry. I'm doing a lot better in the last couple of years since I've had this channel, actually. But I was still struggling a lot back then with this one last issue of trying to keep control of my temper. And I told him, I said, I'm coming down there. I'm coming down to visit you in Virginia. And I meant it. I was so angry, and I knew how bad, this 1 or 2 sentences from this guy, I know how it hurt the person I love. And I got off the messages and I started Googling where he lived, how long it would take to get there. I went full psycho. It's not something I'm proud of, but what stuck in my mind is the pain, all of a sudden, I almost felt responsible for it too, because I didn't know this guy was going to do this, just attack my girlfriend. And, and I know it hurt. It must have hurt. I think it hurt me, maybe even more than it hurt her. She told me it later. It did, and I planned on going down there. And once I got down, once I found him, I don't know what I would have done, but I had the full intention. I was already figuring out how many hours it would take me to get down there, what I should bring with me, and all this, clothes and whatnot. And luckily, calmer heads prevailed. And I just backed off, took some time and relaxed. And I blocked him, and that's been the case ever since. But to this day, even though I haven't spoken to this one particular girl in over a year, if somebody ever hurt her, somebody, I don't stop. You don't just stop loving people, even though you stop dating them or whatever. If somebody hurt somebody I loved, it would be a bad thing for them. So this brings me to Ted Cruz. So Ted Cruz is talking about emasculation, and the Army or the U.S. military being emasculated. We all remember Donald Trump in the debates. Ted Cruz, he told, upon a lot of other stuff, he called Ted Cruz's wife ugly. I can't even imagine, and not only does he just let this slide now, but he actually kisses up to Donald Trump. He carries Donald Trump's water, as they say, I guess. And he's even gone beyond just, being friends. He actually sucks up to Donald Trump. And I thought about Trump calling his wife ugly and how that must have hurt her. And what does she think now when she sees her husband kissing up to the very guy that embarrassed her in front of the entire nation, in front of the entire world? And she sees her husband kissing up to this guy and just, not even asking for an apology or making, not even ever bringing it up again, just pretending it didn't happen, and kissing up to Donald Trump. If that, so if that isn't the definition of an emasculated pansy, I don't know what is. It took I don't know what people like Ted Cruz are thinking when they post stuff like this. They don't think people will remember, and it's not something I would ever bring up. To me, this should be his shame, that he, letting bygones be bygones is one thing, but actually kissing up to Donald Trump like he has been over the last 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, that's a whole nother story. So what I'm saying here is, if anybody should keep the words emasculated and pansy out of their mouth, it should be Ted Cruz. All right, you guys have a good Saturday. I'll be back later with another video.